this point, it's Devil Jin Yoshimitsu, right? I want to get Raven there in the mix. Every character in this game is good. Every character has potential. Every character you can get God of Destruction with. Devil Jin is just one of those characters where you have to try harder. Yeah, he has like robbery tools, but if someone like has seen or witnessed you use the robbery tools, then the kind of like it's just gimmicky where they're just gonna do one plan, and if you poke the hole, if you poke the hole in the plan, they kind of just like fall apart. You know what I mean? Like they just fucking die. Like Devil Jin. I mean. Like for example, Morning Crow mix up. It's not really a mix up because there's not really any lows, and we'll talk about more about it. But part of the issue is can just stand block against it, but you'll have to deal with a bunch of like offensive pressure. Effectively, you just have to deal with a bunch of pressure. So what you would want to deal or get around that is like sidestepping or jabbing him out of it, right? Or like this into like one, right? You can jab him out of it. This entire fly stance is a joke because you can just evade it with the sidestep. There's like this one here. Actually, I think is pretty cool. So like if you do if you do the grab, right? Let's say you do that right, or you do fly and you see them crouch. Most people's response to fly is gonna be sidestep, or they're gonna be the crouch. If they crouch, you can do that. In fact, I'm pretty sure you could catch someone off of with a fly one to launch them. Like, what is that counter hit launch? Let's see, multiple counter hits. No, let's turn the counter hits off. Yeah, it's a natural hit launcher, so you can clip out of sidestep, out of fly with this, but it's overall just gimmicky. Cause you gotta remember, Fly doesn't have any lows, and then like he doesn't have any lows either. So there's gonna be times where it's like, okay, I have to. I'm having a hard time doing it. There we go. I have to L sweep. Like I have no choice. On top of having like tons of mid high strings, right? He's just a character that once someone learns the gimmicks, like back three, up four, once they learn like the spacing traps you have, right? You kind of have to play a very fundamental, very slow down form, where if they guess which option you're doing, you just fucking die. But in exchange, you get crazy damage. Like this is insane damage. You know what I mean? Like it's actually crazy. Wait, did they remove that route? Hold on. Okay, they didn't. It's just fucking very precise. I think it's like you do this as a pickup. I don't remember the combo. I just saw like Mayman versus Momo. And he did that combo, and I forget what it was. I thought it was very cool. But that being said, I'm going to be doing this in the normal way I do it. I'm so congested. I'm sick if you couldn't tell. In the normal way that I do it, where I use Yoshimitsu as the dummy example, because that's a lot simpler to do. Because I'm a Yoshi main and I want to learn the matchup for every character, but with Yoshi, if that makes sense. Uh, I think That's not what I wanted. Fly. Well, we can test out the fly options. Again, I'm sick. All right, I was blowing my nose. I don't want to like blow my mouth, my nose on mic. That'd be disgusting. All right. So fly obviously is this stance 3+4, right? So for the most part, there's fly two, which is what everyone's only afraid of. That floor breaks. Let me swap the map. I think a better fitting map to show this stuff would be, I guess this the map that like Momo uses as well. He uses the floor above my favorite map, my favorite level, because I really do enjoy the bottom level, the tier three, this area. I mean, the tier three, the one beneath this level. So this area, this is the area that I think is pretty cool, right? But this is the one that he ends up using. So if you do fly two, it does the floor blast. So on the Final Fantasy map, it caused the explosion. On like, I'm trying to think of any other map with a floor blast. On what's that like meteorite map? It'll cause that floor blast. So this is the one that like a lot of people, they're not afraid of, but they think of when they think of fly, right? They see you fly to the air, they go, oh, he's gonna grab me, right? The problem is it's a grab, so obviously you can duck it, right? And then on top of that, I'm trying to think, what's a? I'll just have a stand block, and then after stand blocking, sidewalk. He can sidewalk any direction. Trying to. Yeah, it's unblockable. I can't do it. Yeah, it has no tracking at all. So you can sidestep it, you can duck it. Also, it's very identifiable in the sense that it's tough to do this labbing with Yoshi. I think I'll just have to do it with another Delvergen until we start getting to like moves. It's very identifiable in the sense that once you see him, you can stand still and see him do the move. Right? You can see him do this into this. There's no need to question what move you're seeing. Right? So if I back up, even stepping very late, you can still, right? Because it's very identifiable. Also, you can interrupt it pretty easily. But it jumps over highs. Right. Early into the move, it jumps over highs. So you have to be like delayed almost. So like when he does the move, he evades highs, mids, and lows. Right? Uh, like chain, I'll wait till. I guess it depends on which one you do, or like the frame data for it, because sometimes it misses, sometimes it hits. So like you can evade moves like lows and mids entirely by doing like fly. Another fly move is fly 1+2. So like the last move was fly 2. Fly 1+2, unblockable knockdown. Let's see. Sidesteppable, border 1+2. So you can see the like the charge and react to the position itself to go, okay, he's doing that version. But also you could like while you're sidestepping, because you can sidestep both options, just visually recognize he's doing the unblockable laser. And punish. You know what I mean? You have like a long time. See, still a punish. It's sidesteppable to both sides. Now, the thing is, another thing you can do, which I'm not sure if it's true for 2. No, you can't. For the laser, something you can end up doing is, let's say they start it here, right? There's been so many times I've done it at like range 0 and it hasn't hit. Wait. Oh, you can just run up into it. If you run up duck, it misses you. So, as an option select for both of these, run up duck. Run up duck. Alright. Now here's the part where there's quote unquote a mix. We have Fly 1, which is a launcher, which is supposed to take advantage of the fact that people are gonna want to sidestep. At least that's my assumption. I've literally never used this move, and that's the whole point of these labbing sessions for characters that I already do play, right? To one, find out counterplay just in case I play against them on characters, and two, well, the Yoshi one was about counterplay. I feel like you face a Yoshi, you just blow him up for the strings. Right, that's what you do against Yoshi. Just blow him up. But against Devil Jin, there's like much more of a strategy, things you could like look out for. So like with Yoshi, you can duck, you can sidestep certain options off his strings and his stances pretty easily. You can just play a long range poke game, which, you know what I mean, you can abuse him with lows. You can make it that he feels like he has to take extreme risks to beat you, because he doesn't have pokes. All his lows are punishable. All his lows are what's the word? They're like launch punishable, right? So he doesn't have any like safe lows to threaten you with, which is okay, right? His closest to being safe low is like -12, which is decent, but it's still like not a good low. It's not a low you're worth using. So you can kind of just wait out Yoshi, right? You can wait, just be patient, wait out the Unga, and then you can win easily. Like he does a string, he's probably gonna do the full thing. Right, he does back 2-2. just duck it. He does like what's another string he has like 444. No good Yoshi's doing 444. I don't think any Yoshi's actually finishing that string unless he has a read, right? But as far as I know for this, so let me see. How much is it if I do the down forward 2 transition? I wonder how many plus frames I get off of a hit. That's for fly. I'm trying to find a stance that transitions me into fly, but I don't think there is. Let's try it. Nope, no tracking at all. What about to the other side? Nope. What about crouch blocking? Like, you think I'm gonna do the high? Nope, because it's also high. So you can duck for the high. I mean, you can duck for the grab and for this one, this natural head launcher. And then what is it on block? -3. Let me look at the move. Maybe there's something that it tells you in the actual move list. Nah, this is just the move. There's no like heat amp version, nothing. Alright. So maybe it's like a combo thing where, hold on, say practice defense. Yeah, something for like combos. Maybe kiss someone's side. Oh, not even. I don't know. Maybe you do it close. Kiss someone pressing. Because it is fast. It's 18 frames. The grab was 36, and then the laser is 50. So yeah, I don't know if this move is useless or not. I don't want to. I can definitely say it has use in combos. Like objectively, it does. Right?